Hey y'all, I'm bringing you a quick craft video today. My beloved Soot Sprite keychain broke, so I decided to just make my own and use this extra Labubu face. I dyed wrong and it's too dark, so I figured it would work. So this is really easy. Items you will need: a Labubu face or a Lafufu face. Guys, 2 of them. Make sure that they're oval shaped. Hot glue gun. You'll need some yarn for the body, pair of scissors, and a book. Not shown. You will also need, if you want to have a hanging pendant, you can use some ribbon and a keyring. Let's start with the face. Again, you don't have to use a dyed face. You can just use a plain one if you want. We're gonna take your googly eyes. These are slightly smaller than the standard ones, and you should just be able to pop them in. If you have any issue popping the eyes into the sockets, you can warm them up first with like a hair dryer or a heat gun. Just be really careful. I didn't paint the teeth because the soot balls don't have teeth, but if you want, you can paint the teeth in the nose if you like. For the body, you're going to need yarn, the book, or a book rather, and scissors. You're basically just making a yarn pom-pom. So what I like to do is take, in my case, I'm going to use this book. I'm going to wrap the yarn around the book until I get it as big as I'd like. Ultimately, you'd want the yarn pom-pom to be bigger than the face. Instead of wrapping it this way, like side to side, I'm gonna wrap it up and down. So I always start too big, and then you can just cut it down to the size. You're going to leave a little tail. I like to leave a long tail. At the end of your yarn, you just wrap. At this point, you can go watch a movie, watch a TV show while you're wrapping. You're basically going to want a giant bundle of looped yarn. All right, I didn't use all of the yarn, but you can see it's pretty thick. So this is my tail, and I always like to have the end tail on the back side. So I have one in the front and one in the back. Cut, zoom in a little. Gonna leave another tail here. And then I'm going to carefully slide my bundle of yarn off of the book. You'll have something like this. You have your 2 tails. We're just going to take the one in the front and wrap it around here and tie it to the tail in the back. And you kind of want this in the center. Alright, and I kind of just double knot it. Then you can trim your tails. We're gonna do this on both sides, but see how it's hollow in the middle. You're just gonna cut the top and cut the bottom of all these loops. Yep, and this is your koosh ball. If you want the moppy look, you can leave it like this. Now we trim. And this will get messy, so I advise having a trash can around. You're just going to trim. Let's make sure it's even. I kind of just turn it slightly as I go. This will use a lot of yarn, I forgot to mention. Okay. I think that looks good. Fluff it up a little. I'm going to do this part off camera, but you're basically going to take your glue gun And then hot glue around the edge and stick the face in the middle of your pom-pom. And then you can decorate it by gluing the little stars around. Okay, and I'm back. This is what I have. The googly eyes actually wouldn't stay. So if you are using them, I would suggest putting some glue in the eye well first before popping them in. But be careful because they may melt. But I actually used glass cabochons and I painted some myself and popped it in. I added this ribbon. All I did was take a few strands of the hair and I kind of twisted them together and I kind of glued them along the ribbon and smushed them together so they're kind of solid. If you want this as a stay-at-home piece, you could just leave them glued as is, but I would suggest maybe taking some like fishing line and hand stitching on the beads so they would stay a little better. Yeah. Anyway, she's cute though. And I just added a little keyring. And that's how you make your own little pom-pom Soot Sprite. Thanks for watching. Bye.